we're going to keep practicing multi-digit multiplication. The only difference that we're going to have today is we're going to have some problems that have 3 digits in the top multiplier instead of just 2. So I'm going to do the first couple of problems with you and then let you try the rest on your own. So the first one, they want us to solve this in 2 ways. So these are pretty simple problems, so we'll go ahead and do that quickly. The first one, we have the number 12 added 3 times in our repeated addition. So for our multiplication, remember, we're going to start by multiplying the ones. So 3 times 2 is going to give me 6. And then I'm going to move over and multiply the tens next. So 3 times 1 would give me 3. When I do my repeated addition, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is going to give me 6. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is going to give me 3. So my answers match. Sorry, my 3 is looking funny there. So I know I am correct. All right. Now we have an example where we're adding one more place value. We're just going to follow the same pattern. So if I do my repeated addition first, remember, I always start with my ones. So I'm going to start with my ones. 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give me 6. Then to my tens, 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 3. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 3. Very good. When I do the multiplication, I'm going to follow the same exact pattern. Remember, it's really important to keep your place values in order. So I'm going to start with my ones. I'm going to multiply up. 3 times 2 is going to give me, good, 6. Then I'm going to take my number and I'm just going to multiply it by the number in my tens place. 3 times 1 is going to give me 3. Very good. Now I have another number, so I just keep going. I'm going to take my same number at the bottom and now I'm going to multiply it by the number in my hundreds place. And 3 times 1 is going to give me 3. We're going to do 2 of these together. I'm going to do number 3 and number 8 just to help us practice. So the first one, I take my bottom number, multiply it by my ones place. 2 times 1 gives me 2. Ooh, my paper's moving. And then I'm going to multiply it by my tens place. 2 times 2 is going to give me 2. And notice how when I multiplied by my ones place, I put the answer in the ones place. When I multiplied by my tens place, I put the answer in the tens place. Look at number 8. I'm going to start, you guessed it, with my ones place. 4 times 1 gives me 4. Should I do my hundreds place next? No, you say go to the tens place. Go in order. So I'm going to go to the tens place. 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. Very good. And then my next step is just to go over one more to my hundreds place. 4 times 2 again is going to give me 8, and my answer, since I'm multiplying by the hundreds, is just going to go right down into the hundreds place. All right, the next 3 problems on this one take us back to when we did picture graphs. So the one thing that I want to remind you of is that every picture graph has a key. So 1 stick figure equals 2 students. So you need to, these ones here, they want you to do some multiplication. That's what they're wanting you to do. If you have questions on those, let me know. You have to do a little bit of critical thinking. If we look on the back, the problems at the top are going to follow that same similar pattern. Then we have another picture graph where we have to use the graph to answer the questions. And then we have a word problem. And for your time to review, we have a little bit of money. So think back to decimal point, decimal point, decimal point, dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign while you are answering that one. If you have any questions, let me know.